Social aggression is commonly used by individuals as a competitive trait to assert their dominance. Dominance hierarchies are determined through competition where individuals of superior strength and aggression can assert dominance over the weaker individuals. The position within a dominance hierarchy is very important, as fitness is strongly affected by the group ranking. Individuals at the top of the rank have been found to be positively correlated with food intake rates, greater mating chances, and territory possession. Although aggression is commonly beneficial in competition, it is also considered to be a costly trait. The main cost of aggression is that it affects the energy budget of an individual by either increasing energy expenditure or by reducing the energy intake. It would be more beneficial for aggression to be plastic because it allows individuals to switch between behaviors and to properly respond to situational changes and increase their fitness based on changing environments. Therefore, we conducted an experiment at Bodega Bay. We aim to test the hypothesis that hermit crab's aggression will vary plastically depending on the hermit crab's exposure to a particular social context. We collected the hermit crabs from the intertidal zone at Horseshoe Cove. Once collected, we size matched the crabs by measuring their shell length because aggression has been positively correlated with size. We size matched them all to be between 12.5 centimeters and 14.5 centimeters. We then carried them back to the lab to conduct aggression trials. The first round of fights was to determine an aggression continuum. We collected data on aggression and submissive behaviors, respectively. When an individual moved toward another individual, this was noted as an approach. When an individual extended its chelipeds in a threatening manner, this was a display. When an individual hit another crab with its cheliped or knocked into it with its shell, this was an attack. When an individual grabs a hold of another crab's shell, this was a grasp. When one individual climbs completely on the back of another individual, this is a mount. And the last submissive behavior recorded was a flip, and this was when an individual flipped another individual completely over. Submissive behaviors were noted as when an individual pulled back into their shell, and this was a retraction. And lastly, when an individual ran away from another individual, this was called a retreat. Hermit crabs were paired based on the proportion of their aggressive behaviors. Some hermit crabs had very different aggression levels, while some had very similar aggression levels. Hermit crabs were housed together for 3 days. Round 2 of fighting was to determine how hermit crabs' aggression changed by battling with the same 3 opponents. We found that dominant hermit crabs' aggression decreased and submissive crabs' aggression increased. Our hypothesis was supported. Aggression was found to be behaviorally plastic, and pairs with different aggression levels were more plastic than pairs of similar aggression levels. All 80 hermit crabs were returned to Horseshoe Cove following the experiment.